oak roots wind. Evening gathers its amber spine. A fire leans low in a bed of stone, sending thin smoke where the pines have grown. Dust on my boots and a cup gone flat. Crickets begin where the field grass bends, and the world gets still in a tender way, like it's heard my name and won't make me say it. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. There was a yard with a crooked swing, screen door slapping its rusty spring. My mother humming while daylight thin, sheets on a line in the southern wind. Now that place is a blur of weeds, some egg climbing the fence in seams. Still the road brings it back at night, in the smell of smoke and the softened light. Maybe faith is a quiet trace, a little warmth that the dark won't take. Maybe doubt is the open land, wide enough not to understand. So I stay till the fire falls in, till the red ash breaks and the stars come in, with the earth held near and the sky spread far, and the old days lit like a mason jar. If there's truth in the hush this night can give, it will breathe through the coals like a will to live. Nothing answers, but nothing lies. Not the grass, not the smoke, not the patient sky. Small as a stone by the cedar line, waiting to hear what else last time. I stay till the fire falls in, till the red ash breaks and the stars come in. If there's truth in the hush this night can give, it will breathe through the coals like a will to live. I stay till the fire falls in, till the red ash breaks and the stars come in. If there's truth in the hush this night can give, it will breathe through the coals like a will to live.
Down the path where the tall grass bends, evening leans where the fence line ends. Smoke goes up in a patient line, twisting through cedar and broken pine. Somewhere far there's a call of crows, somewhere near only dust and stones. And the fire makes a quiet frame for all the things that outgrew their name. And a clothesline wire, late light caught like a held back wire. Boots by the step and a screen door hymn. Summer would fade at the edges dim. Now the road keeps its counsel plain, mile by mile through the fields again. And the heart talks low when the world gets wide, like a creek in shade where the banks divide. Maybe faith is a trail half seen, worn by feet where the brush stays green. Maybe doubt is the darker bend, still it leads where the ridges end. So let me sit where the smoke drifts thin, where the night comes slow and the crickets begin, with the ground below and the stars held back, and the old life dim on a two-lane track. If a name still waits in the hush somewhere, it will rise like ash in the open air. Nothing answers and still I stay, listening hard to the slipping day, small as a stone in a field of grace, trying to know what the silence says. Let me sit where the smoke drifts thin, where the night comes slow and the crickets begin. If a name still waits in the hush somewhere, it will rise like ash in the open air.
The trail runs out by a stand of firs, where the light falls soft and the silence stirs. A fire burns down to a patient red, and the smoke moves slow where the branches spread. Boot prints fade in the dust and shield. Night comes in like a half-told tale, some old thought that I couldn't name turns with the dark and returns the same. There was a field by a leaning shed, a rose gone wild where the summers bled. My father's coat on a rusty nail, and the screen door beat in the evening gale. Now the road goes on through the grass and thorn, past the places where life gets worn. Still the heart keeps time with a steady sound, like a wheel cut deep in the older ground. Maybe faith is a harder thing, less like thunder, more like string. Barely there, but it holds a tone. When the white night says you're on your own, so I wait where the fire tall grass bows, with the earth closing and the stars bright far, and the past comes back like a distant spark. If there's truth in the hush between, it will find me here where the smoke goes thin. Nothing answers, but nothing leaves. Not the dirt, not the darkened trees. Just a small plain piece I can't exclaim, like a hand on the shoulder without a name. Final short. Final short. It will find me here where the smoke goes thin.
Down where the wagon path falls through the grass, evening leaned wide and let nothing pass. Smoke from the fire moves slow through the pine, thin as a thought at the back of the mind. Boot leather pressed in the dust and the shade. Bird song went dim at the edge of the veil. Out on the ridge where the last light stood, the world felt older than words ever could. Back of the house was a field gone wild, birds on the cuffs and the hands of a child. Fence posts leaning, a creek bed dry, whole afternoons in the weeds and the sky. Now every long road unfastens a name. Time does its work and it does not explain. Still in the dark when the campfire thins, home comes around like a hymn on the wind. So I stay with the coals and the soft black ground, where the lost years drift, but they don't make a sound. And the night goes deep where the tall trees bend, like a hand on the back saying don't pretend. You were never as steady as stone or flame, just a little bit of dust with a borrowed name. But the earth stays kind when the light burns through and the quiet says, I remember you. Maybe fate is a road with no measured end, just the will to walk where the shadows bend, with the stars held back in a veil of smoke. Even my doubt felt small and slow. And the night goes deep where the tall trees bend, like a hand on the back saying don't pretend. You were never as steady as stone or flame, just a little bit of dust with a bow. Trees bend, you were never as steady as stone or flame. Far up the trail where the switchgrass waves, light falls loose through a cedar haze. A fire ticks in a ring of stone, giving its heat to the dark alone. Dust on my cups, pine pitch on my hands. Smoke moves slow through the quiet land, and the hills hold still like they always knew how to make a small life feel honest and true. Back by the house with the leaning shed, evening settled in gold and red. My brother ran through the yard barefoot, tracking the dirt where the lilacs stood. Now that gate is a line of weeds, half swallowed up by the grass and seeds. But the mind goes back by the same old thread, to the screen door slam and the things unsaid. Maybe faith is a lantern glow, seen now and then on a road you know. Maybe doubt is the longer mile, still it stays by your side a while. So I'll sit where the fire burns down, where the black earth cools and the stars come round, with the night spread wide and the creek bed dry, and the old days lit in the edge of my mind. If there's something here that can bear my name, it will rise through the smoke and it won't need praise. Nothing breaks and nothing heals, only the turn of the sky and fields. Small as a spark in the breathing dark, still I listen hard for a steadier heart. Where the fire burns down, where
the fence where the meadow dips, dust rose gold at the horse's hips. Late sun hung on the cedar line, smoke climbed out of the broken pine. Boot soles pressed in the cooling clay, crows flew off at the edge of day. Something in me went still and white, like a gate left loose on the hillside. Oh, oh, oh. There was a porch with a peeling rail, jars on the sill and a rusted pail. Voices drifted through screen door light, moths went down in the yellow white. Now that place is a patch of green, half held close and half unseen. But the road brings back what the years let go, in the smell of smoke in the fields below. Maybe faith is a quiet mark, a little flame in a lot of dark. Maybe doubt is the longer way, still it walks me home by the end of day. So I'll stay where the fire breathes low, where the tall grass leans and the slow winds blow. With the earth in my hands and the sky so far and the past lit up like a mason jar. If there's truth in the hush I keep, it will rise with the smoke when the woods go deep. Nothing speaks, but the crickets try, and the black trees sway like a soft reply. Small as dust in the gathering blue, still the night makes a little room. I'll stay where the fire breathes low, where the tall grass leans and the slow winds blow. If there's truth in the hush I keep, it will rise with the smoke when the woods go deep.
And the edge of the field where the tall grass sighs, and day falls down in the copper light. Smoke lifts slow from a ring of stone, making its way through the pines alone. Boot marks fade where the path bends west, dust and shadow lie down to rest. In the hush out here in the breathing land, feels like something I almost understand. Whoa, 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 whoa. There was a yard with a clothesline frame. June came through and it looked the same. Screen door hit with a tired slam. Someone laughed from the porch at dusk again. Now the boards are gone to the vine and weed. Time grows over what time doesn't need. Still the mind goes back by the scent of smoke, to the porch light glow and the words unspoken. Maybe fate is a narrow track, not a voice, just a way back. Maybe doubt is the open plain, wide and quiet, but not in vain. So I stay where the fire burns small, where the dark comes down and the crickets call, with the earth held close and the stars spread far, and the old years lit like a mason jar. If there's truth that lasts when the noise is gone, it will rise in the smoke and carry on. Nothing answers, nothing breaks, only the sound that the evening makes. Small as a stone in a sea of grass, letting the long day loosen and pass. I stay where the fire burns small, where the dark comes down and the crickets call. If there's truth that lasts when the noise is gone, it will rise in the smoke and carry on. Can carry on. Can carry on.
Out past the fence where the tall grass sways, the trail runs thin through the end of the day. Smoke from the fire climbs slow through the leaves, like an old hard thought no tongue could speak. Boots find the shape of the stones and clay, crows cut south through the last cold haze. Somewhere the pines keep still and wait, like they've heard every prayer arrive too late. There was a field by the house back then, wild in the corners, fenced in with wind. We chased our names through the dust and weeds, certain the world was a thing to read. Now the road bends wide where the map runs out, and the years fall off in a hush of doubt. Home is a sound that the dark still knows, carried in smoke when the night burns low. So I sit with the coals and the settling air, let the quiet say what it came to bear. And the fire won't keep what the daylight gave, it turns it to ash and it lets it fade. But the ground holds firm under every mile, under the drifting and the after while. I'm only a breath in the cedar frame, still the hills say softly, you came, you came. Maybe faith is a path with no clear end, just a worn flat stone and the need to bend, with the stars hung back and the trees gone still. Even my doubt fell small on the hill. And the fire won't keep what the daylight gave. It turns it to ash and it lets it fade. I'm only a breath in the cedar frame. Still the hills say softly, you came.
Past the line where the old road dips, dust rolls soft at my walking steps. Pine stood back in a dusking row, holding the last of the amber glow. Smoke from the fire climbed thin and gray, bent with the wind and drifted away. Out in the field where the tall grass bowed, the earth felt plain and it felt loud. There was a yard with a rusted swing, boards gone loose and a wire thin ring. Late daylight on a shed roof slant, a child could live on the air and chance. Now those hours come back in pieces, caught in the hush when the daylight eases, and home is less like a place I knew than a patch of ground that remembers through. So I stay where the crows breathe red and slow, with the sky this wide and nowhere to go. And the night lays down like a worn out coat on the cedar bark in the fence post road. Every lost year, every half-heard name falls with the ash from the tired flame. I am smoke along the ridge where the red dirt shows. The evening falls and the wood smoke goes. A fire burns in a circle of stone, cracking soft like a tired old bone. Grass lies down and the light runs thin. Cicadas sew up the dark again, and the pines stand back in a patient line, like they've heard these thoughts 1,000 times. There was a road by the barley field, a rusted gate that would never seal. My father's hat on the truck seat bent, and a porch light humming through the screen door's den. Now the house is a patch of sumac and vine, boards gone black from the weight of time. Still the mind walks home by the fence row posts, where the dust held shape of the ones it knows. Maybe fate is a path worn bare, not a voice, just a something there. Maybe doubt is the wider land, still it leads with an open hand. So I stay till the fire burns low, till the hills turn blue and the night wind blows, with the ground beneath and the stars out wide, and the old days stirring like seeds inside. If the truth still lives where the slow smoke climbs, then it will speak in ash and it will take its time. Nothing breaks and nothing pleads, only the hush in the grass and weeds, small as a pebble and twice as still, listening hard where the dark turns real. I stay till the fire burns low, till the hills turn blue and the night wind blows. If the truth still lives where the slow smoke climbs, it will speak in ash and it will take its time.
Past the bend where the tall pines stand, evening lets all the shadows in. Firelight shakes on a ring of stone, like a quiet hand when you're far from home. Dust on the coffin, smoke in my head, crickets stitch in the dark somewhere, and the trail goes dim where the hillside drops, while the whole world slows and almost stops. a yard with a sycamore tree, roots pushed up where the path used to be. My father sat with a coffee tin, sorting old nails with the daylight thinning. Now that porch is a sag in the ground, board's gone soft and the paint worn down. Still the mind walks back through the grass that sways to the screen door slam in the August haze. Maybe faith is a small campfire, not a blaze, just a steadier wire. Maybe doubt is the open land, but wide enough not to understand. So I stayed where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the slow winds blow, with the stars held back in a field of smoke, and the old life lit by the words we spoke. If there's something true in the hush this brings, it will rise and nest on the dark's thin string. Nothing answers, but nothing has. Not the cedar shade, not the hillside. Small as a stone in the breathing grass, letting the long day loosen and pissed. I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the slow winds blow. If there's something true in the hush this brings, it will rise or nest on the dark's thin strings. I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the slow winds blow. If there's something true in the hush this brings, it will rise or nest on the dark's thin strings.
Beyond the bend where the tall grass lays, the trail runs thin through a cedar haze. A campfire hums in a ring of stone, giving its light to the dark alone. Smoke climbs slow through the deepening green, soft as a thought that won't stay unseen. And the hills go still in the falling gold, like they're keeping a story they never told. There was a house by a gravel drive, screen doors singing the hour alive. My father stood with his hands in dust, fixing what broke like the patient must. Now that place is a field of weeds, fence posts sprouting the wild-grown seeds. Still the mind walks back through the evening air, by the smell of pine is a trail gone faint, marked by loss and the marks of grace. Maybe doubt is the wider plain, still it calls and it knows my name. So I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the night moves slow, with the stars held back in a veil of smoke, and the years come near in the words we spoke. If there's truth in the hush out here, it will rise like ash when the heart grows clear. Nothing answers, but nothing slips. Not the shadowed pines, not the moonlit ridge, small as a stone in the breathing land, trying to rest what I understand. I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the night moves slow. If there's truth in the hush out here, it will rise like ash when the heart grows clear.
Beyond the gate where the wagon tracks fade, the field laid down in the last gold shade. Smoke from the fire rose thin and slow through the pine dark limbs and the evening glow. Stone underfoot and the grass knee high, a blackbird crossed through the open sky. Far on the hill where the long light fell, the whole earth held a would not tell. Back of the house stood a water-worn fence, crooked with the weather and time and sense. We were small with the dust on our shoes, running the roads with nothing to lose. Now every road has a quieter name, every year leaves a different stain. Home comes back in the smoke and dirt, like an old soft hymn through a worn-out shirt. So I stay where the red coals breathe, with the dark in the pines and the dust on my sleeve. And the night leaves in like a truth half known, to the cedar hush and the firelit smoke. Every lost year, every half-healed hurt falls to ash and returns to earth. I am small in the wide still land, still the ground holds fast like an open hand. Maybe faith is a path through the tallest grass. Maybe doubt is the shadow those old hills cast, where the flames burn low and the stars held back.
Even silence felt like an answer, like lost year falls back to earth. I am small in the wide still land, still the ground holds fast like an open hand.
Out past the hill where the blackbirds turn, the pine stands still while the firewood burns. A kettle sings on a bed of coals, thin blue smoke through the branches rolls. Grass leans low in the fading gold, dirt on my hands and the cup gone cold. There's a kind of peace in the things that stay, in the hush that settles at the end of day. Back of the house was a gravel lane, tall weeds bowed when the trucks came in. My mother called through the porch light glow, and the whole yard breathed in the afterglow. Now those boards and that paint are gone. Fields grow over what leaned too long. Still the mind walks home by borrowed flame, calling old ground by its given name. Maybe time is a trail worn thin, cut by loss and the years between. Maybe faith is a quieter sound, like your own breath when the dark comes down. So I'll stay where the fire leaves ring, where the night speaks slow through the cedar limbs, where the road runs out and the stars begin, and the heart lets go of the noise it's in. If there's more than dust in these open hands, it will come like wind through the sleeping Nothing moves but the bending flame. Still somehow I am not the same. Small as a stone in a field of grace, listening hard for a truer name. I'll stay where the fire leaves rings, where the night speaks slow through the cedar limbs. If there's more than dust in these open hands, it will come like wind through the sleeping grass.
trail where the long grass spins. Evening gathered its quiet. Smoke from the fire climbed slow through the trees, thin as a thought on a restless breeze. Stone underfoot and a crow overhead. Light pulled gold from the pine-woods red. Out by the hill where the last light stayed, silence settled and the whole world swayed. Back of the house was a leaning gate, a field gone wild and a rusted rake. Bare feet ran through the burrs and clover, certain the summer would never be over. Now those days come back in the scent of dust, in the hush of the road and the darkening brush. Home is less like a place I can name than a patch of earth that remembers the same. So I sit where the coals breathe low and bright. Let the dark come near, let it take its time. And the fire gives back with the daylight gate, turns it to smoke, then it lets it fade. Every old year, every worn out name rises and thins in the amber flame. I am small in the width of the waiting land, still the ground holds fast like an open hand. Maybe faith is a trail through the grass gone deep. Maybe doubt is the price of the things we keep. With the stars held back and the pines gone still, even my fear felt small on the hill. And the fire gives back with the daylight gate, turns it to smoke, then it lets it fade out.
Out where the two-track cuts through the grass, daylight thin down to a sheet of glass. Smoke from the fire rose leaning slow, caught in the limbs where the old pines grow. Boot heels pressed in the dirt and shade, a hawk flew low at the edge of the veil. Far on the ridge where the shadows ran, the world stayed wide and I missed it then. Back of the house was a patch of land, stone in the soil and a rusted can. We were kids with the weeds at our knees, naming the clouds dust and heat. So I wait where the coals breathe red in the dark, with a little old doubt and a listening heart. And the night comes down through the cedar smoke, through the worn out prayers I was never told. Every lost year and the weight it bore settles soft at the cabin door. I am small in the field's deep frame, still the earth says low. You can stay the same. Maybe faith is the sound of the grass leaning through. Maybe doubt is just space making room for the truth. With the fire burning down and the hill gone dim, even silence felt like a hymn. And the night comes down through the cedar smoke. Every lost year and the weight it bore settles soft at the cabin door. Still the earth says low. You can stay the same.
At the edge of the pines where the footpath bends, evening gathers and slowly descends. The firelight leans on a circle of stone, cracking soft in a patient tone. Dust on my boots and sap on my sleeve, smoke goes up through the rustling leaves. Some old thought that I couldn't name comes back warm in the cedar flame.
There was a house by a field gone wild, screen door swinging when I was a child. My mother's voice through the supper steam, low and plain as a porch light gleam.
Now that yard is a blur of grass, both sunk down where the seasons pass. Till the mind goes back by the smell of rain, by the bent fence wire and the window pane. Maybe fate is a slower fire, not a blaze, just a living wire. Maybe doubt is the open land, wide and quiet, hard to understand. So I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the night moves slow, with the stars held back in a veil of smoke, and the old years lit by the words we spoke. If there's truth in the hush this evening keeps, it will rise through the ash when the silence breathes. Nothing answers, but nothing breaks. Only the
tall grass makes, small as a stone in the breathing dark, waiting here for a steady spark. I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the night moves slow. If there's truth in the hush this evening keeps, it will rise through the ash when the silence breathes.
Daylight thins and the swallows pass. Small fire talks in a ring of stone, soft and low like it's thinking alone. Pines stand back in the settling shade. Smoke climbs up where the light has frayed, and the field goes still in a copper glow, like it's keeping the truth it will not show. There was a house at the end of a lane, tin roof singing in a little rain. My brother laughed from the porch out back, barefoot heels on the splintered track. Now that place is a fold of weeds, boards gone down under vines and seeds. Still the mind goes there when the dusk burns white, with the scent of dust and the creek nearby. Maybe faith is a thinner thread, not a sky split open overhead. Maybe doubt is the longer bend, still it carries you home again. So I stay where the fire burns clear, where the night comes down and the world draws near, with the ground below and the stars spread thin, and the old days stirring beneath my skin. If there's something true in the hush this makes, it will rise like smoke when the daylight breaks. Nothing speaks but the crickets try, and the black trees sway like a slow reply. Small as a stone in a sea of land, still I wait, like I'll understand. I stay where the fire burns clear, where the night comes down and the world draws near. If there's something true in the hush this makes, it will rise like smoke when the daylight breaks. Per the edge of the clear and the fire burn low,
Thin lines of smoke took their time to go. Pines held the dark in their patient hands. Night leaned soft on the open land. A path ran off through the beetle-bent grass, like something that leaves and never asked back. Boot soles settled in dust and stone, and the quiet made room for being alone. There was a yard with a shed out behind, tall weeds, a fence, and a rope on a line. Days move slow through the heat and the flies, barefoot and small under widening skies. Now every mile puts a weight in my chest. Names fade out, but the feeling stays set. Home is a voice that blows thin in the din, still turns up clear when the fields lean in. So I walk where the last light lays on the wheat, with a few old doubts in the air I need. And the hills don't answer, they just hold sound. Take the long aching and lay it down. Every lost key, every worn out road falls like ash when the fire burns low. I am no more than a breath in the pine, still the earth keeps a place for mine. Maybe faith is the hush between one step and the next. Maybe time is a trail that won't walk back yet. With the stars caught loose in the black oak scene, nothing was solved, but the night stayed clean. Final short chorus repeat, and the hills don't answer, they just fall sound. Every lost year they lay it down. I'm no more than a breath in the pine, still the earth keeps a place for mine. Down where the cart path breaks through the weeds, pine shade shifted with the dusk and the breeze. Smoke from the fire made a slow gray crown, and thin like a thought when the light went down. Boots found stone in the settling ground. A thrush sang once, then it left no sound. Far hills faded to a bruised gold line, and the whole still field felt older than time. Back of the house was a tire swing road.
grass grows through. Maybe faith is just walking it slow and true, with the stars held back and the pines drawn thin. Even the silence could let me in. And the fire lets go of the things I keep, sends them up through the branches